guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited because today I'm doing something a little bit different, which is a what's in my bag Disney theme park edition. So I'm going to Disney in 24 hours basically, and I'm so excited. I haven't been there in a while. It was actually requested for me to do a updated what is in my bag, but because I have been going to school and using a backpack, I haven't had a bag to show you guys what's in. That would actually be interesting. This is the first one that I have had in quite a while. So I thought that you guys would like to see what I am planning to bring into the Disney theme parks with me when I'm going to be there. And yeah, let's get into my bag. Just to give you guys a little background, this bag is from Urban Outfitters and it is from the brand Dickies, so you can get it basically at Target or on Google or Amazon. And it is a micro backpack, so it's just a little bit bigger than the size of my head for reference. And you can get micro bags from basically any designer, any store, any of them will suffice. I just liked this one because it was black, it was small, and it wasn't shiny or any kind of fabric that might go out of style in a couple years, because I don't really see myself using this micro backpack other than to go into Disney World at this point, but eventually I might. So it happened to be really cheap too, so that didn't hurt anyone either. Anyway, this bag has two compartments. It has a front little section and a main compartment, so I'm going to get into that. And it has two little adjustable straps and a little hand grip one too. I decided to go with a backpack just because I figured it would be really nice for Disney World rides, which are normally like sit-in rides as far as I remember. And I figured it would just be nice to be able to throw the backpack over my shoulders and wear it in the front on a ride, or just walk around the park without having anything in my hands, or like a fanny pack was my other option, but I just thought that might get too heavy for all the stuff that I wanted to carry. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm going to start with the front little section, and the way that I decided to compartmentalize was to put obviously the bigger items in the back, but I also figured it would be nice to put more of the kind of sanitary items up in the front. And by that I mean, well, you'll see what I mean, but basically things that I don't really want to get dirty from like sticking my hand in there too frequently. So the first thing that I actually love to bring with me everywhere, but especially into places like theme parks, are wet wipes, because I'm not always running into the bathroom to wash my hands. There might not be a restroom when you're at like a walk-up window to get food and stuff like that, and there's just a lot of stuff that you're touching, like all the handrails and whatever. So I'm bringing some wet wipes just for convenience. They're also really great for the plane, which obviously I'll be taking to get to Disney World. So I like to have these on hand. Then I also have a pack of gum in here. I've been doing a lot of research, and apparently you can't get gum in Disney World, probably because they don't want you sticking it in places, but I am an avid, constant, almost like insane gum chewer, and I just need gum with me in case if I'm eating something and my breath gets really stinky. I like to have some Trident with me. So this is Trident Spearmint, not Trident, but I like to have gum with me, but this happens to be Trident. You guys get the drift. So I get hot very easily, and it's actually a great time to go down to Disney in like March, I think, because it's still hot, but it's not like melting. Regardless, I am bringing a little attachable cell phone fan. So the way that this works is that you take your cell phone and you click it in the bottom. I have the one for the iPhone, it's in backwards, so it's not gonna work right now. But basically, you stick it in here and it starts blowing. It's a little temperamental, but it works, okay? And if I really need to, I can hold it, and then it just like fans me. And since I tend to sweat very easily, this helps with that. So yeah, I have my little cell phone fan that I'm going to bring with me. Next up, I am bringing a chapstick, and I do try to bring one with SPF. I don't think this one has, so maybe I will swap that out while I still have the chance, but just a tiny chapstick, and one that isn't a pot that I don't have to stick my fingers into, one that I can just kind of apply like so, because chapstick is a necessity, especially when it's gonna be hot out. I want something on my lips. I tend to get motion sickness. I don't necessarily need this in a theme park bag because I'm normally okay at theme parks. Weirdly, I don't get nauseous there, but I get nauseous everywhere else. So I do just like to bring Dramamine with me to places like this. I also am bringing eye drops with me. I do wear contacts, and because rides tend to create wind, my contacts do get dried out a lot, so I like to have contact solution in there. And this is something that I cannot be without, is a spare pair of contacts. So I just have a spare pair for each eye because I have a different prescription in each eye. And just in case if anything happens to me in the park, like I'm on a ride and a contact falls out, which hasn't happened to me, knock on wood. But in case if it does, I need a spare pair of contacts so that way I'm not walking around blind in Disney World. And then the last thing that I have in this front section is just a hand sanitizer. I do have those hand wipes, but just in case if I also want hand sanitizer or someone that I'm with wants hand sanitizer, I will bring that. This just happens to be one from Bath & Body Works, but obviously any hand sanitizer will work. So that is everything in this front section. We can close that up. There's a thread on there. And then in the main section, I have everything else. So the first thing that I actually have in this section that probably would fit categorically into the front section, but that doesn't physically fit, is medicine. So I am bringing a small container of allergy medicine and Advil just in case if I have been to theme parks before where I like throw out my neck and I need Advil, and it tends to be very hard to find in theme parks and very expensive in theme parks. So I'm just bringing a little container of any medication that I might need in this little Zyrtec bottle that happened to be empty and I had. In here, I also have sunglasses. So I have packed in here 2 pairs of sunglasses, but obviously per day, I'm only going to bring 1 pair of sunglasses into the park at a time. I have a foldable pair of Ray-Bans and then a regular pair of Ray-Bans. I'm a sunglass addict, so I can't wear the same pair of sunglasses on both days, but they both also have really good purposes. One of them just happens to be a cheaper pair of sunglasses that I have, and the other ones, the foldable ones, I really love to bring to theme parks because you can store them in very small spaces. So in case if I weren't allowed to bring my backpack on the ride with me, and I don't want to leave something like my sunglasses, which are slightly more expensive, out in like an area where they might make you leave your things, I can just tuck these into my front pocket and ride the ride with them without wearing the sunglasses and worrying about them falling off. So that's why I have 2 pairs, but they also are in that middle section. I am bringing a digital camera with me. This is my Sony A5000, I think is what it's called. It's a slightly older model. I don't know if they still sell it, but I love this digital camera and I just have a little carrying case with it. I am also bringing a little charger. So this is for my phone. I have a charging cable and I have the portable charger, which is a little banged up and gross, but I'm bringing both of these. So the portable charger has a full charge on it, and then I also am bringing the little lightning cable. This is a 3-inch one that I ordered from Amazon. I love the little cable because I don't have to walk around with a huge cord sticking out of my pocket or squishing a cord around in my bag. And I can also apply the end charging head, so that way I can also charge my phone or any other devices that I have in the case that I run out of my backup charger. Say that we go to the parks and we go directly to a restaurant or something like that. It's just handy to have both of them on hand and to never worry about losing your cell phone battery. I am bringing 2 kinds of sunscreens into the park with me, and that's because I have burned before really bad, and I'm trying to be so careful about reapplying sunscreen now at this point in my life. So I have a facial sunscreen and then a spray body sunscreen. Both of these are travel sizes because obviously I'm going on a plane and I'm not checking my bag, so it's just easy to have them in travel sizes, and it's obviously lighter on my back to carry travel sizes. So this bottle is obviously one that I filled on my own, and it is of the Coola setting spray or refreshing spray with SPF in it. I like setting sprays for my face just because I know that the product is meant for my face, unlike normal sunscreen, so it's not supposed to clog your pores, although it still can, obviously. And I have used this one before. It's lightweight and it can also go on top of makeup without messing your makeup up. So that's why I like setting sprays that have SPF in it. And then I have a travel size of the Banana Boat Sport Performance Cool Zone SPF 30. I really like SPF like 100, honestly. I'm that mom on the beach spraying myself in SPF 100, but it's so hard to find spray sunscreens in travel size, and Target only had this one and only an SPF 30, so that is what I'm bringing with me. And then the last thing that I have in here is actually something that I totally recommend if you're going to a theme park in Florida. I don't think you would need this if you're going to theme parks everywhere, but I have definitely found a need for it before in Florida, and that is emergency ponchos. So I got these at Target. They were 85 cents each because they were on sale, and they're just disposable plastic ponchos from a camping brand, Coleman. So long story short, one of the last times that I was in Florida, I actually went to Universal Studios, and it ended up downpouring for like an hour, and me and my mom were in line to get to a ride, and it was like an hour-long wait, and it started downpouring. And I'm someone that hates to get wet, especially when my hair is done, which is such a babyish thing to do, but I hate it, and it's not really convenient always to bring an umbrella into the theme parks with me. I might end up doing that, but I really hate to, especially because I think this time of year it's not likely to rain, but it still could in the afternoon. So these are just really great to have for only 85 cents per poncho. It's really great, and if you were to buy a poncho in the park, it's like $10, I think. So having two of these, one for me and one for Alex, who I'm going with, is just a really good idea. And because I don't want to waste them, I'm bringing only one for the couple of days that we'll be in the park. So if it does rain, I plan on just sticking it back in here, letting it dry out later in the hotel, and then hopefully reusing it the next day, because I don't want to waste the plastic, honestly. Then in the back of one of these bags, just because I wanted to keep it separate and organized from everything, I do actually have a ton of Band-Aids and blister Band-Aids. Because the theme park obviously has a lot of walking, you might get blisters no matter what comfortable shoes you're wearing. So I do have blister Band-Aids in here because those are just a godsend to me. Whenever I start to feel a blister coming on, I put one of those and it helps it immediately. And then I'm also bringing Band-Aids. Obviously, you're in a place like Disney World where someone is going to have Band-Aids for you, but it's just easier not to have to go over to a customer service station or something like that to have someone help you. So yeah, that is everything in my theme park bag. All right, so that is everything in my little theme park bag. I hope that you guys liked seeing what I'm bringing with me. If there's anything that is a staple for you when you go on your theme park vacation or excursion or whatever, let me know in the comments down below, because maybe I will see the comment in time to actually add it to my bag, or I'll just know for next time and someone else watching the video will get to know. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe to see my future videos, and leave me a comment down below if you feel like it. Oh, you can also set my notifications on if you guys want to get notified every time that I post a video. I don't love those myself, but if you guys like getting the notifications, then definitely hit that little ring button or bell button or whatever it is, and you guys will get notified every time that I post a new video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye! And if you guys want to see more of my videos, you can go ahead and click on one of the two videos here, or you can click on the floating picture of my head to subscribe.